up very fast, and there's so many more questions that I wanted to ask, but I want to maybe use the last part of the discussion to talk a little bit about leadership, right? So there's almost like a different kind of leadership in these type of organizations, because you have all those, smart people. There's almost chaos, right? Because all those young people, they want to do what they want to do, and they want to always create, something new, but still you want to maintain some structure. There's still some task, right? So how do you manage that? Maybe Ariel, maybe.
Yeah, I think this is probably one of the main challenges in leadership in the unit, the fact that it is not a top-down, pure management process. Definitely, we heard that. It's also not just a bottoms-up. It's kind of a mixture, and it's a fine-tuning between almost total chaos, letting people do something that you're not even aware of. I had a specific team in my unit. I knew that they were doing something almost against my exact orders. And I needed to leave that room for creativity, only know, what the limits are. So it's kind of the border of chaos. And on the other side, introduce some structure to it. There is no simple answer to that other than always keeping this very sensitive ear to finding the right volume, the right fine-tune in these two tensions between structure and chaos. And I think the same applies for leading companies in the tech world, maybe outside of it, but I can talk about that. It's always the balance between chaos that allows us to respond to what's happening out there very rapidly, and structure that leaves a kind of an anchor to the vision and to where you're going.
Yeah, and I think maybe, if we look at innovation, because the world is changing so fast, if your organization can really adapt and be so fast in adapting new stuff, you are winning. And with that, maybe last sentence for everyone, if you would have one tip for global organizations, what to take from 80 to 100, what would your tip be? Maybe starting with you.
Quickly, the change. The unit is always changing rapidly. That's the only chance to be relevant, and that's what, if I have to choose one thing, is the ability to change fast and not to be afraid of a change.
I think for me, we talked about the can-do attitude and naive optimism, which I think is very important for startups and companies.
You said one, I'll take three, but short ones.
Sure.
It's about three things. It's about the right mission-driven talent, it's about adaptive leadership, and it's about the ability to reinvent yourself every time. Actually, every commander that joins the unit does a strategic process and reinvents the unit every 4 years. Centers are moving, people are changing, everything is moving, and it's happening all the time.
I would add to that resilience as a core value to navigate in the modern world, the VUCA world, as they call it, and embracing mistakes. And I think this is part of the culture in the unit as well. You embrace mistakes, you learn from them, you leave room for them, and this is the only way to make progress, through mistakes.